Picture your kitchen. The constant low hum of the refrigerator, the glow of the microwave. We live in a world powered by invisible and often fragile energy. Now imagine it all goes silent. For the Amish, this silence isn't a crisis. It's the sound of normal life. They possess a forgotten blueprint for keeping their harvest fresh and their families fed all winter long, using only the power of the earth, the sun, and centuries of wisdom. Today, we're unlocking 7 of their most powerful secrets. And be sure to pay close attention, because secret number 4 is an incredibly simple technique that you can easily use in your own home. This is a masterclass in true food security, so if you're ready to learn these timeless skills, make sure you subscribe. Welcome back to the Colony Legacy. In a world where food travels thousands of miles to reach our plate, the Amish live by a different rule. The closer the food, the better the life. Their entire economic and social world is built around self-sufficiency, and nowhere is this more evident than in their approach to food preservation. Today, we step into their pantry, a living museum of forgotten science, to decode the 7 secrets that allow them to live independently of the modern food grid. The root cellar, Earth's natural refrigerator. Before the invention of the refrigerator, humanity had a different partner in preservation, the earth itself. The Amish have never forgotten this partnership. The cornerstone of their food storage is the root cellar. To walk down the stone steps into one is to travel back in time. The air is cool and still, thick with the earthy scent of soil and potatoes. It's a quiet, living space. The science is simple and perfect. A few feet below the frost line, the earth maintains a remarkably stable temperature year-round, typically between 32 and 40 degrees Fahrenheit, with high humidity. This is the ideal environment for storing root vegetables. Potatoes, carrots, beets, turnips, and cabbage, when stored correctly in wooden bins or on shelves, can remain crisp and fresh for 6 to 8 months. It's a zero-energy, zero-maintenance refrigerator, a gift from the earth that they have learned to accept with gratitude. The art of canning, capturing summer in a jar. For more fragile produce like green beans, tomatoes, and fruits, the Amish turn to another time-honored tradition, canning. While we might see canning as a quaint hobby for an Amish woman, it is a vital, non-negotiable part of the yearly rhythm. During the peak of the harvest season, the kitchen becomes a hive of activity. Using the same water bath canning methods their great-grandmothers perfected, they capture the bounty of summer in hundreds upon hundreds of glass jars. Each jar that seals with a satisfying pop is more than just food. It's a little piece of July sunshine, saved for the cold darkness of February. It's the taste of fresh green beans in the middle of a snowstorm. This communal seasonal work is a profound expression of their foresight and their philosophy of capturing abundance when it is offered. Salt curing and smoking, the ancient meat safe. Without freezers, how do the Amish preserve their meat? They turn to 2 of humanity's oldest and most powerful allies, salt and smoke. Dry salt curing is a form of ancient magic. Salt is a powerful desiccant. It draws moisture out of meat, creating an environment where the bacteria that cause spoilage simply cannot survive. The process is a ritual of patience. A large ham or pork belly is encased in a box of salt for weeks, then hung in a cool, dry place to age, sometimes for more than a year. The result is a rich, flavorful, and perfectly preserved product that needs no refrigeration. Smoking is another key technique. In a simple smokehouse, meat is slowly exposed to the smoke from smoldering hardwoods. The smoke not only imparts a deep, complex flavor, but also contains natural compounds that act as a preservative, creating a protective layer on the surface of the meat. This isn't just about survival, it's about creating food with a depth of flavor that modern methods can rarely replicate. Dehydration, the gentle power of sun and air. Now for the secret we promised in the hook, an incredibly simple technique that anyone can use. The Amish understand that water is the enemy of preservation. Remove the water, and you remove the risk of spoilage. The simplest way to do this is dehydration. For centuries they have been drying fruits and vegetables using the free and gentle energy of the sun and air. A perfect example is schnitz, or dried apples. Apples are sliced thin and laid out on screens in the late summer sun or hung in a dry attic with good air circulation. The result is a sweet, chewy, and nutritious snack that will last all winter. Here's how you can use this principle in your own home. You can dry herbs by simply tying them in a bundle and hanging them in a dry, dark place. For fruits and vegetables, if you don't have a dehydrator, you can use your modern oven. Simply slice them very thin, lay them on a baking sheet, and set your oven to its absolute lowest temperature, leaving the door slightly ajar to allow moisture to escape. It's a simple, effective way to preserve the harvest, inspired by Amish wisdom. This incredible self-sufficiency in food preservation is the key to surviving a harsh winter. But how do they stay warm when the snow falls and they have no access to gas or electricity? To find out, don't miss our deep dive into their forgotten heating secrets. Check the description for the link to the Amish hack for winter. The Ingenious Springhouse, nature's water cooler. How do you keep dairy products like milk, butter, and cheese cool without a refrigerator? The Amish have an incredibly clever solution that is a masterpiece of site-specific engineering: the Springhouse. A springhouse is a small stone building often built into the side of a hill directly over a cold, continuously flowing natural spring. A stone trough is built inside, and the cold spring water is channeled to flow through it constantly before exiting the other side. This creates a natural water-cooled refrigerator. Containers of fresh milk, crocks of butter, and wheels of cheese are placed directly in the trough, and the running water, which stays at a constant cool temperature year-round, keeps them perfectly chilled and fresh for days. It's a brilliant example of their philosophy of observing nature and harnessing its power in simple, ingenious ways. Natural fermentation, the living probiotic pantry. Some preservation methods don't just stop decay, they transform food into something even healthier. This is the science of fermentation. The Amish, with their German and Swiss roots, are masters of this tradition. The most famous example is sauerkraut. Cabbage is shredded, layered with salt, and packed tightly into a crock. The salt draws out the water from the cabbage, creating a brine. In this brine, beneficial bacteria, or probiotics, begin to work their magic, transforming the cabbage into tangy, delicious sauerkraut that can last for months. This living pantry of fermented foods, which also includes pickles and other vegetables, is not only a way to preserve the harvest, but is also incredibly beneficial for gut health, a secret that modern wellness experts are only now rediscovering. The secure vault, protecting the daily bread. The final secret is perhaps the least glamorous, but one of the most important: the proper storage of dry goods. A community's supply of wheat, corn, and flour is the foundation of its daily bread, and protecting it from moisture and pests was a matter of life and death for our ancestors. The Amish still treat it with that level of seriousness. They don't just leave sacks of flour in a corner. Their grains are stored in airtight, rodent-proof containers, often large metal cans or wooden bins with tight-fitting lids. These are kept in a cool, dry place, away from the fluctuating temperatures and humidity of the main house. It's a simple discipline, but it's the final crucial link in their chain of food security. It reflects a deep understanding that true self-sufficiency is built not on grand gestures, but on the quiet, consistent attention to simple, vital details. Here at the Colony Legacy, we believe that is a lesson for us all. These 7 time-tested secrets represent more than just food preservation techniques. They're a complete philosophy of self-reliance and connection to the natural world. From the earth-cooled root cellar to the living pantry of fermented foods, each method offers us a path toward greater food security and independence. If you found these traditional techniques valuable, make sure to subscribe to the Colony Legacy for more forgotten wisdom that can transform your modern life. And let us know in the comments which of these 7 secrets you're most excited to try in your own home. Until next time, stay prepared and stay connected to the wisdom of the past.